Brothers, we are back with another game in the Zero Chill head-to-head event. Going to see what we can do here. Starting out, we're going to be kicking the ball off. This is how I prefer to start a game. When in my settings, I've got the coin toss set to the first choice set to kick. Main reason is because it's just going to give you a better way to be able to try to control the game, not only in the end of half scenario, but also as the game goes down the stretch in the back half of the game. You always want to have more possessions in the second half than less. That's why typically you want to go ahead and kick this ball off. So offensive playbook, we are in the Jets playbook. Defense playbook, we are in the Jaguars playbook. Coach adjustments, we're going to have auto flip off. We're going to have defensive motion response disabled. Option read key conservative. Option pitch key aggressive. RPO read and RPO pass key are both going to be on conservative. Safety depth and is going to be on close. Safety width is going to be on pinch. And then what I like to do here is, as you see my clock is going down at the top right, I'm going to pause this game and then I'm going to immediately go back in. And you're going to see that it's going to give me a fresh 15 seconds to go ahead and set up my defense however I see fit. What I like to do is have my looping guy be a safety in this defense, and we're going to be in the SS zone blitz. Now, what's really cool about this SS zone blitz is it has some pretty good tells of, kind of run based. If your opponent is going to be running the ball, what you're going to see here is the way that I set this blitz up is all we're going to do is we're simply going to slant the defensive line to the right. As you see, that is going to put this guy on a looping blitz angle. If this guy is looping that crossfire blitz angle, that generally is going to mean that it is probably going to be a passing play, especially in a shotgun formation. And then when that blitzer is not on a crossfire blitz angle, when his blitz angle stays kind of straight down like this, then that means normally that it's going to be a run. Now, this does not necessarily apply all the way to under center. As you see right here, he runs an under center run, and that blitz angle was a crossfire blitz angle, so it doesn't always apply to under center runs. But for the most part in shotgun, it's going to be a run or an inside zone if this guy is on a straight down blitz angle. So when you're running this defense, what you want to do is you always want to look at that play art. As you see, this kind of gives me the vibe there. As you see, it's kind of a glitchy pass there, not really a run play. But anyway, and this is obviously, kind of a general statement. It's not going to necessarily be every single run in the game, but for the most part, especially against the metaforms, as you see right here, when the blitz angle's like this, it's almost guaranteed that it's a run. I'm going to get my safety down in the box like this, try to get really aggressive. Hopefully we don't guess wrong in this situation. It's one of my favorite short yardage defenses, though, two hook curls like this, get down there, get really aggressive, try to shoot the run gaps. In dollar, one of the best ways to shoot the run is to utilize the safety. As you see how he's crossing in here, that means that it's probably going to be a pass. It is a pass, and luckily for him, he's going to be able to complete it in traffic. Now, if you guys were watching this, you're enjoying this breakdown, and did want to let you know that I've got full offensive and defensive ebooks available through our school community. That's only $10 to be a member. It's going to get you access to all of our offensive and defensive ebooks for both Madden and for college football. So if you're looking to take your game to the next level, I'd encourage you to join that community. Again, it's only $10, and it gives you every piece of information that you need to be able to consistently win in Madden and in college football. All right, so what we're going to do here, again, just kind of like playing a little bit but don't break. I like hard flats against someone like this because it's clear that, the main throw he wants to throw is flat routes. So against somebody like this, we're going to pretty much generally go ahead and, have these hook curls shaded down. Right, in this case, as you see that stock blitz angle, that tells me it's probably a pass or a run. So didn't get a great run shoot there. But overall, he's kind of playing balance. My whole strategy on the first drive of any game is to just simply try to make them work. And ideally, I want to take away the big play, and I also want to take away the layup throws. So I don't want to give them anything super easy. Like, I don't want to give them a one-play touchdown. And then also, I kind of want to take away those layup throws that are just free, those free flat routes, things of that nature. So as you see here, and you see, when you take away those layup throws consistently, then they'll sometimes make a mistake and throw you one. I should not have spun right there. That was actually dumb. In this event, you slide all over the place. You drop passes. You drop picks. It's not necessarily an arcade mode, but it is definitely not super consistent. As I said, I'm in the Jets playbook. The package you want to be in Bunch X Nasty this year is you want to be in this tight end slot package. Now, what you want to do is you want to sub out and sub back in your players in their spots. And typically, what I'll do, especially in a situation like this where I'm kind of up a stop, I'm willing to just take a either delay game. I'd also consider taking a timeout just to kind of maximize and just set up my personnel exactly how I want it. Another formation here that I want to look at, just look at the packages of this ace slot. See if I can put the gadget. Can't put the gadget at the halfback, unfortunately. Awesome. Or the gadget at the other position. So anyway, so what I like to do, first play of the game, just going to try to get him started with a basic RPO, see how he does. This is going to use just auto motion RPO. As you see, it does a really nice job of out leveraging that flat defender and just giving me a free couple of yards. I think it's really important, the more that I've really kind of gotten into the game this year, you know, with switch stick and all those little features of switch stick, this is a fairly simple game. And so I want to play it, you know, kind of as it's supposed to be played and just make these simple reads. I think that this year's game is also a very like horizontal strain type of passing game. So I like to have passes that really work kind of those yellow hook curls, put those yellows in conflict. I want them to have to put those hooks on 5 yards. One of my favorite plays to do that, to attack kind of the underneath area, is to use this play spacing out of the bunch tight end. As you see, this will kind of create like a little triangle over the middle of the field. We're going to do a good job of just being able to attack that underneath and, you know, force them to have to basically, you know, kind of get it caught off guard in terms of how they want to probably defend what we're doing offensively. As you can see here, I'm going to jump into spacing. He's going to jump into 6-1. I always think it's important to know where the pressure can come from. Right here, the pressure probably, in this case, will come in off of the left side. If this linebacker blitzes, it really isolates this corner, and he decides to go with a man coverage assignment. Typically, that tight end is going to do a really good job of being able to consistently attack man coverage. And we're able to hit that man coverage beater right there. Another thing that I do against 6-1 that I think is actually really important to talk about, you're going to see here that I untarget the linebacker on the tight end side. The reason I do this is because I know that that linebacker is going to, if he blitzes that linebacker is going to get chipped by the vertical route of the tight end. And we'll see if that actually happened on that play. I don't know if he blitzed the guy or not. But this is one of my big strategies that I use against double mug in 6-1. Let me just back this up. Let's take a look at the linebacker on the right side of the screen and just see if he ends up blitzing here. And you'll probably see. So you see how he kind of gets chipped. He doesn't end up blitzing, but he still kind of gets a little chipped. If he was to blitz in that situation, if you blitz the left side linebacker in that situation I just showed you, because we untarget that other linebacker, that running back side linebacker has a better chance of getting blocked by the tackle. And then that linebacker that we untargeted typically will get chipped in the protection. So it's a great way to kind of deal with some of these heavy blitz based defenses like double mug and like double mug and 6-1. All right, so next drive here, defensively, we're just going to play good, basic ball, just trying to take away, you know, all these things here and just kind of force them to have to work again. Trying to honestly let them beat themselves, I think, is one of the best ways to just get consistent wins here. So not trying to do too much. Here, I'm going to try to shoot this run. I'm going to kind of preset my guy down here and try to just crash in behind the tackle. And good job by him. Ends up having to take a sack. Good shed there. Good loop. And we're doing pretty good. I mean, have to be happy with how this game is going. We get ball at halftime. One of the things that I like to do in long yardage, obvious passing situations, okay, if it's not like a 3rd and 15 or, you know, if it's not like a super long yardage situation, I don't normally do this, but in obvious passing situations is very, very advantageous in this game to go ahead and pass commit. So as you see here, I'm going to bring this guy over here and put him on a mid read. I've got the soft spots. I'm going to put those into clouds. Again, I'm pass committing. Let that mid read kind of go crazy. It's a really, really good zone in this game. And I don't know how that wasn't intercepted. I need to change my abilities here. All right, so what I like to do in this situation is cover 3 hard flat. But what I do is I put myself in the deep third, as you can see here. And we're just going to play super, super underneath. I wish I would have switched it to the short side of the field. So good play by my opponent. What I'll also do from time to times in this situation here, 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. I do want to kind of put him in a position where I want him to have to, I want to play a little bit more aggressive. The reason being is because if I give up a touchdown in this situation, then I have a chance to be able to get the ball back, to be able to go down and score. So I'm trying to play a little bit more aggressive. Obviously, knowing that ultimately, if I hold him to three, it's obviously best case scenario or get a full stop. But I will play a little bit more aggressive, put some more hard flats on the field. And we're looking for that. He's going to throw me another interception. Very nice. And that's about as good as you could ask for in that situation. Let's see if we can get out of that play. And now we're in a scoring position. So ideally here we go up 14-0. I do think he's going to go ahead and quit, and he is. So we're going to get into another game. Real quick, doing something with the lineup. This is by no means the best team in the game. On a little bit of a budget, balling on a budget, but I did want to go over some abilities that I'm going to be using in this next game, and that is inside shades. With the way that these chemistries go, what basically you're going to see here is I'm going to have this cocktail right here for my corners and my safeties. So I've got universal coverage on my three corners. We're going to be running double mug, and we're going to be sending a lot of pressure, and we're going to be playing man coverage on the back end of this. What we're going to do here is, as you can see, I have inside shade and I have pick artist. These are the two abilities that I am rocking on all of my corners. So Flat, Adderley, and Diggs, and then as well as my safeties here in Manawari and Winfield. Now, what I'm rocking on my linebackers, really, really important. The linebackers that I am going to be using in this scheme, this guy here, TJ Edwards, you're going to see that I'm going to be rocking Lurk Artist. Lurk Artist is really important, in my opinion, to have on your linebackers in the double mug itself. One of the things that I can't really do right now, just because of the way the lineup is you'll see here that I have Jerome Baker and I have mid zone on him. You could put like tip drill on him, but you can't really put Lurk Artist, unfortunately. But he's still got a fast linebacker here. The same for Nick Bolton, unfortunately. What I could do, though, because I have the AP, I have mid zone on him, I could do a couple different things with this card here. I could, run more of a pass rushing base in terms of how I wanted to use this player. I could put out my way on him. Like, there's all kinds of things that, I could honestly see on this card. I do think, in general, probably it makes the most sense to have either defensive rally on him for 0 AP or mid-zone KO. It kind of comes down to what you want to do. I think what I'm going to do here is actually, ironically, put defensive rally on him. The reason why is because this is going to affect your linemen. It's going to give you better sheds with your linemen. And then what I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to pay for you could put inside shade on him as well if you wanted to man him up, but really what you want to do is you want to have lurk artists on your linebackers. It's just going to help them play coverage better, specifically within the double mug defense. So as you see here, I only have really one ability point left that I could realistically use. And I don't really know, for sure what I would do with that. As far as defensive linemen here, I have Zadarius Smith, Nnamdi Madubuike, and then I also have this guy hitting Cleveland Farrell. These guys all get double or nothing for free within how we're rocking this lineup and how we're rocking these abilities. Let me just make sure that I put my guy TJ Edwards in here. And this is how we are going to rock out with this team. As far as the playbooks, just so you can see here, we're rocking the Jets playbook on offense. We're rocking the Jags playbook on defense. Offensively, nothing really, honestly, that crazy. I basically just have Gunslinger on my quarterback for 4 AP, and then I have Short and Elite on my receivers. I have Roma Dunze here with Slotomatic. I don't even have a good tight end. I'm just using the team captain right now. I'm trying to rank up to get Donald Parham. But in general, that's what I'm rocking here. I have a ton of AP that I can spend on the offensive side of the ball here. So let's go ahead and see what we can do. I have edge protector here, pass protector here, pass protector here, pass protector here, pass protector here. Running back position. I think what I'm going to do is I want to try. I've been actually kind of enjoying this Jerome Bettis. And what I want to do is I want to put, let me see if I can find, what's the one, Freight Train. I'm just going to put Freight Train on him here. Not, nothing too crazy, just kind of standard, but I like Bulldozer a lot. And I think what I'm going to do is try Tank Out on him. And the reason for that is I don't know. I just enjoy trucking backs. I really like trucking backs a lot. So as you see here, I have 6 AP left to spend. It's actually quite a bit. My biggest thing here is I just want to make sure that I can consistently beat me in coverage. I don't think I can really get any of these other abilities, and I don't think they're honestly that worth it. Could put tank on my quarterback, but I don't think that really matters. I could put human joystick on there, which is a good ability. I could also take tank off and put quarterback playmaker on. I'd love to see. I don't know if he gets master attack down here. I'm kind of feeling conductor, but it is too much AP for me. It's got 10 AP for there. And then quick draw. I'm not mad at quick draw either. But yeah, I mean, you just see like there's honestly nothing that crazy that I would put on Josh Allen. I'm curious what you guys have on Josh Allen. Do you have, I would assume maybe you have conductor, maybe you have the combination of conductor and gunslinger, and then you go 0 AP everywhere else. I could see that being good. But I don't really feel like I don't think he gets master attack. So you kind of are like he's honestly a kind of an car. He has a really good release. So I'm pretty happy with that. And honestly, I'm pretty happy like this. I don't feel like, yeah, I just don't feel like I need anything that crazy here. You could also put human joystick on your receivers. That would make them a little bit better after catch. The tight end position here, Greg Olsen, super cheap, obviously free card. But yeah, I don't know. There's nothing too wild for me offensively that I would really use. Honestly, I'm just really kind of interested in having the route running abilities to beat man coverage consistently because I think the AP setup that I'm rocking on defense is going to become pretty meta. I just think it just makes the most sense. Like the mid zone KOs are pretty bad. The only abilities that really work on defense are honestly inside shades. So I think I'm just going to rock out with this. I think I am going to throw quick draw on Josh Allen just because I have an extra AP. Not really sure how I want to dial this up. I think once we get the other cards for the offense, it'll make this will all come together a little bit better. If I could find quick draw, that'd be great. There we go. But yeah, we're gonna rock into the game. As we're loading in the game here, I forgot to mention I'm from a theme team perspective. Right now, the best theme team, in my personal opinion, I think the opinion of a lot of people, is the Giants. The Giants theme team. They got a good corner and they got a good wide receiver. I've also got a zero chill theme team, which is pretty standard. Real quick for my coach adjustments here, we're going to go auto bash protection to base. You do not need to put your ball carrier on conservative. It is not going to do anything for you practically. You could do it if you like it just for placebo effects, but it's not like I don't think it really matters to put your ball carrier on conservative. And I'm excited to see how this defense does. I feel like this could be this could be pretty fun. It's more of a pressure, more of a way to play defense with sending consistent pressure. And we're also going to be able to get good quality linebackers on that outside with really fast, high speed. So this is going to be the 3-3 double mug. And what we're going to do is we're going to put our block shed guys here, Hutchison and Zadarius Smith in the interior of this defense. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Baker and I'm going to put Bates in the game out there. Now, real quick, what you want to do is you want to pause if you're ever running out of time. One other thing I want to make sure that I do here is in this defense, I want to put my safeties on close and pinch once I get my stuff set up here, but safeties on close and pinch. We'll worry about the RPO settings a little bit later. I just want to make sure that I get Bolton in there, and I want to make sure I get Edwards in there, and then I want to make sure that I put that cover 2 shell on. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be route committing to the inside every single time. When we see a run set like this, we're going to bring the safety down and just kind of use her the running back and really just try to take away the run, as we're going to start out with a player that is using the human joystick ability. Now, once we have a little bit more time here, as you can see, I kind of take my time and put players where I want them to be. But in general, right, route committing people inside. And now he's going to give us a bunch tight end. When I play bunch tight end, I like to just kind of do this little blitz right here. And we're going to do a little D-pad switch. And you see inside shade already getting to work. Like I said, inside shade is kind of the only ability that I've seen a ton of consistency with in terms of just it consistently working well. So we're going to see how that works in this game. But I'm also going to be using some pass commit strategically here. And good defense, and we're able to get good pressure. What really makes this defense, in my opinion, is the ability, couple things. The first thing is the ability to put linebackers on the outside that can actually cover. They have lurk artists, and they're going to be able to make some plays for you. So when you drop this guy out, like you can man cover the running back, or you can put him on a hard flat like this, have a little middle hook curl, something like that. We're going to send that pressure. And we're looking for the corner route. He's going to throw a little freeform streak to the inside. As you see, that route commit feature to the inside does a good job for us. And we're able to get off the field early within this game. So it's a lot more aggressive style, a way to play defense. Another thing we could do with this is, as this kind of goes through, we can also start to mix in some two-man under and basically just shoot for block sheds. One of the things about double mug is you're going to get the best sheds when – I'm actually going to check into the RPO here just because he didn't flip. But you can get some really good block sheds in that double mug, but primarily those block sheds are going to come from those two defensive tackle positions within the defense. The defensive ends really don't shed that much within the defense. So that is kind of the thought process theories. You can even get safeties at those outside linebacker positions within the depth chart as well. So those are just different little techniques. I'm thinking cover 2 hard flat here, but I'm going to take that. And I got my guy Bettis here. I got every ability possible on Bettis. Like, he is a beast, and he did not even try to break that tackle. So that is unfortunate. I'm going to go to trips tight end here. Really just trying to hit this bubble screen. You got a lot of numbers. I kind of have to throw this. It's just giving me so many numbers. And we're able to get in there for a touchdown. So defense looking sharp. Offensively looking sharp. I'm curious what your guys' abilities are, ability stack is on Josh Allen. I know I gotta sign or get some more zero chill players so I can get those 0 AP abilities across the offensive line. But I am kind of curious what you guys are rocking on Josh Allen. I feel pretty comfortable with it just being gunslinger or gunslinger conductor. So, and then wide receiver wise, I kind of feel pretty comfortable with Slotomatics or short and elites. I feel like those guys will get the job done for what we're looking to do. So I don't know. I'm not sure how I think ultimately you probably are going to go to a place where you spend all your AP on your quarterback, just because you can make the quarterback super, super powerful in this game if you get, different abilities on them. But anyway, go ahead and get back on the defensive side of the ball. As I said, I just think inside shade, it's like the one ability that kind of works. So you're going to see us try to take advantage of that. Here I'm going to drop this guy into a purple. And I'm kind of messed up, actually. I need to get on this guy. So you see good defense. There's that route commit feature. I thought I was going to be able to pick that off. That was kind of eh. And those are the freeform streaks. I'm kind of curious to see how these guys do against the freeform streaks. We'll just see. All right, it's going to go short side bunch here. I feel like I'm kind of there. I feel like I could swat that. If he keeps going to that, I will adjust to it. I also feel like it's much harder to throw those streaks to the inside than it is to the outside. So here I'm going to route commit to the outside. Oh, everything's open. Okay. And there he kind of just said, okay, we're going to force feed streaks the whole drive. So that's cool. That's cool. We got some stuff. I have some things I can do against that. But I just kind of wanted to see stock, how it played. And then we got to get back on the offensive side of the ball, keep scoring. I don't know how he has 8 points. I really don't like how this event works like that with the points and stuff. I scored a touchdown. He scored a touchdown. He kicked a field goal. And somehow he's rewarded more points just because. I really like that. All right, so offensively here, got to stay sharp. Got to be playing pretty good offense. See what he ends up doing defensively. What I like to do here, I always like to come out, just kind of quick snap, spacing switch. Just make him guard these little routes underneath. If he's and really it's mainly just because I want to catch him before he can put a hard flat on the field. But one of my favorite plays is the spacing switch with a return route. And then on the backside, you can kind of do a couple different things. But what I feel like that makes the most sense is like a deep in route like this. And then a little tight end zig or something. Just attacking kind of these underneath areas of the field. hard flat got out leverage on that left side. We're able to just take what the defense gives us that way. Then now we're going to go to a, now it looks like to me, this kind of screams like he's sending some pressure. Now, what I like to do against formation, like if you ever trying to send pressure, I'm going to untarget that DN just because oftentimes that tight end will chip him. We got the chip there, and we're able to get this ball over the top of the cover 2 defense. Here, I mean, it's almost automatic. From the 18-yard line, there's a pretty clear path to be able to actually hit this mesh play. What you want to do, something like that, kind of just trying to catch him. And we got that running back over the middle. We got to break that tackle, man. Jerome Bettis is just not, we're going to have to get off Jerome Bettis, I think, after this game. He's just not, he's not able to break any tackles. Like, he can't really, like, if, I mean, we need right there, like, he has tank, and I got hit sticked, and the tank didn't work. So, I don't love that. Tank probably isn't going to be good this year because the abilities are more dice rolls than sure things. See, like right there, I would think I'd be able to break that tackle, but the game just said no. Kind of a run I wanted to mess around with is this pistol deuce halfback dive run. This is really a pretty good run this year. We're just going to see if we can get in the end zone with this. Nice, and then we finally break the tackle, get in the end zone. So now I should get 8 points, right? No, I don't. I end up only getting 6. So shout out to this game. I'm going to run the dive again. I just felt like it was free. We'll see if it's free again here. And it's not free that time. That's awesome. I felt like I should have been able to get in there. They just got a good shed. I'm probably going to kick this out of bounds, unfortunately. It's all right. That might even be a blessing because of the way this time is going to go. I'm really curious to see if he's able to continue to throw these streaks over the top of my head. A couple different things we could do. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to cover 1 hole, and then I'm going to put 2 deep halves like this. Show a little pressure. He's been blocking that running back a lot. It's good defense. I need to be able to catch that quarterback right there. Very good. I'm going to need those zero chill boys to catch that QB. What I need to be doing there is also containing this. I kind of like this cover 1 hole. So what I could also do with this is I can shade it. All right, going to bluff pressure here this time. And he throws right at a safety. I was hoping that safety would play it a little bit better. Yeah, he's definitely, this is his strategy to beat this defense. What you can do against this is you can kind of just play like cover 2 man, which I probably will honestly do. I just feel pretty at ease with this. I don't like, it's not super open. I mean, it is, but it isn't. I don't know. I'm just curious. I don't know. I feel like I kind of like playing the game on him right here with this. Just a basic cover 1. This time I'm going to contain, put these 2 guys here, put this guy here. I'm going to kind of manually use the running back. Ooh, that drag got really open there. Don't like that. Okay, we need a route commit. Yeah, that's getting way too open. Oh, that's getting way too open. What do you think, boys? Mesh is getting way too open on this. He's going to go empty quads. This is for an RPO play. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to try to switch stick to the RPO. Showing a little nickel wide A-gap look here. See how he handles it. Little QB blast. Oh, he fumbled it. Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Very good, Ebook. That's a massive stop in this game. That's a massive, massive play in this game. Okay, so what I want to do situationally here. Honestly, I'm going to come back out and pistol deuce. I just want to get a little bit of breathing room. This running back dive is pretty good. I just want to get a little bit of yardage here. Good job, Jerome. Bettis is just not good enough. I'm going to say that. I'm going to need to get off Bettis after this game. Drive wide corner. One of my favorite combos out of this, wheel route the tight end, and you're pretty good. One thing is I would go ahead and corner route here. Looking for that tight end early. Hit that running back. Just kind of get some more breathing room out of there. It's a really good route combo. It's a really good play if you want to attack man coverage. It's really good for when they start to hard flat over there, because this wheel kind of takes this guy out of the play. And then the other thing you can do here, do a little double post. I'm going to do a drag, actually. Something like this. For that tight end early, no flat defender. You always want to just take your layup throws. Make them have to guard the flats in this game. If you don't make them guard the flats, it's way too easy to cover the intermediate stuff. Go back into spacing switch here. Speaking of making them guard the flats. Obviously, 2-minute warning on the other side of this play, so going to kind of run a little bit more of a man-beating variation of this play. I was hoping Josh would get that to him. I was just a hair late on that throw. Had that return route. I'm going to go with something like this. Looking mainly for this return route. Nice little read. Get it nice in that little spot right there. Need to probably dive down, avoid a fumble. Man, he is showing every blitz in the game here. This is one of my favorite. This is really becoming one of my favorite plays here. Just this right here. Got this little quick flat. I got this corner route. I mean, honestly, right here, I mean, you go score. You go score this. The way the game is going, you go score right there. And then we get kind of the glitchy scoreboard. Like I said, I'm not exactly sure why the scoreboard does that, but more power to me. One of my favorite combos here in the red zone, 2 return routes, a crosser, and then I got a table. So watch how that return on the short side. Good user by him. I probably could have got that backside return open. I'm just curious to see. I know he's sold out for that return route. But as you see, that one on the right side, wide open. It's one of my favorite plays. I feel like that needs to be thrown more because it's just always there. But back on the defensive side of the ball. So we're winning 22-8. We kind of got a fluky stop. We do get the ball at halftime, which is really, really good. And for us, what I would probably say in this situation is hopefully we can make a tackle here. That's really crazy that he got that back. He got that level of return. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to send a little pressure. I'm going to just route commit to the inside. And we're going to drop this guy in a flat. And I'm going to drop a hard flat here. And very good. So what I'm going to probably start doing is trying to switch stick to streaks a little bit. Just to kind of like run them into a better position when he inevitably does streak his players. Here we're just going to leave everybody manned up. That's good defense. I don't know why the flat defender wasn't in the flat there. All right, we're going to go clouds and curl flats in this situation. Again, just trying to find the streak is going to be the biggest thing here. Ooh, good read. I thought he was going to run a streak. That's good D, or that's good read by him. Now, right here, what I honestly want. Got a slot. That's decent D. What I want to do here is I want to basically play man-to-man coverage, but I want to have 2 hard flats. So route coming inside, hard flat, hard flat. And goes a little run play. I'm going to call timeout right there. Try to get the ball back so I can score. See if he stays with it here. I'm going to go tight slots. I'm going to press up. I'm going to send that spy. Good D. And now we got him in a 4th down. Okay. So what I like to do in these 4th down situations here is I'm going to go cover one hole. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop both of these guys, and then I'm going to take the safety and put him in a zone. He's going to run the ball, actually. He's going to get a free touchdown out of that. That's actually terrible. I should have used it with the safety. Oh, I should have used it with the safety. That would have been so much better. It's unfortunate for me. All right, he's going to go for it, though, so he's going to give us an opportunity here. All right, so I'm going to flat. Very good. All right, so we do have the opportunity to be able to score here. 47 seconds left. I'm the world's worst field goal kicker, so there's that I got to worry about a little bit here, but I do have 2 timeouts. I also don't want to put him in a position where he can necessarily get the ball back. So that's also something that kind of plays into this. Kind of got a terrible return there. All right, let's see what we can do. I'm going to go double streaks here, just see if I can catch him slipping a little bit, have the 2 checkdowns. And he's not going to play hard flat. So what this allows me to do is allows me to get out of bounds. Yeah, curious to see how he decides to play defense in this situation. Another thing that I can do, if he's going to do something like that, is I can do a corner route on the solo, post the tight end, streak an inside route. Watch that guy. If he backs up, as he does right there, that's just a free yardage. And again, that's just really conservative, but it you know, I'm going to force you to have to defend that flat route and then hopefully give me something over the top. Honestly, feeling pretty good about this combo here. Thought I might have the streak over the top, but ended up not getting it. This honestly is not a bad place to call this bomb play. If I can find the play, motion HB choice right here. The way you want to run this play, stem this streak down, streak the outside guy. I like the Texas route like this. What we're really looking for here is, oh, I had it too. Circle over the top for a touchdown. Unfortunately, didn't get it done. All right, so now motion cross post to me makes the most sense. Try to hit this corner route. Read that tight end first. Ooh. So this is kind of that dicey situation I said I didn't really want to be in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call motion HB choice because I kind of know what he's going to do. And I'm hoping I can get him to give me a touchdown here to the circle receiver. And also this could be an arm punt. And unfortunately it was neither. Okay. That was a pretty bad play call right there. I was just thinking maybe I could pop him, but unfortunately I was not able to. All right, gonna send a little pressure here. Double mug. I gotta watch for the streaks, but I'm not gonna switch too early. I feel like that's what I've been doing. I've been switching too early on these. There you go. Good defense. Able to get the pressure in. All right, bunch nasty here. So I think what I'm going to do right here is mix it up just a little bit on him, and I'm going to actually run zone. Run a drop zone. Kind of give him the illusion of that we're in the man coverage, but give him a little zone look. And he almost threw me a book. 3rd and 19. Just going to send 4. Got to watch that throw right there. Nice play by Flott. Able to get the stop there. All right, we're going to go motion HB choice here just because of the situation. 4 seconds left. If he busts a coverage, you know, we could have him over the top. He kind of is playing a pretty awkward defense. But here he goes to man up 3 deep. We should have the running back too. Just going to dump to the running back. See if we can break a tackle. We did break 1, but not able to get 2. And that's okay. You know, hopefully here out of half, we can go up 2 possessions. We kind of squandered that opportunity at the end of the half, not being able to get up there and get ourselves in scoring range. Really called back-to-back a couple bad plays in a row, just not giving ourselves options. That's what kind of happens, honestly. When you try to call like a specific money play because you're trying to bomb him or whatever, I feel like you just get yourself in trouble more times than not. But it is a big deal that we get ball at half here. We'll see what we're able to do offensively. I'll tell you what, though, I still think these snow games, for me personally, they're really difficult to see. So, is what it is. But I just find it very difficult to actually see my players in these snow environment games. Maybe looking to hit right here, just kind of come out, spam spacing switch, snap the ball quick here, and just kind of try to read that corner because he's in this defense where like spacing switch is just the freest thing. And that was a nice run by Bettis, able to get me a couple extra yards there. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually go to the trips tight end RPO. I just feel like the way he's playing defense, this would give him a lot of trouble. As you can see, they're all show blitzing the gaps. This should be a pretty free RPO. Give me a good block on the outside here. Got a terrible animation. And honestly, RPOs are going to kill him. So we're just going to kind of keep spamming quick plays here. I'm going to throw that on the hard flat. Spacing switch, that out route from spacing switch, very underrated route in this game. Very, very underrated route. Like one of my combos would be something like this. And it just puts that flat defender in a lot of conflict, especially if he's on the inside like that. I'm bring up a 2nd and inches here. I'm going to go to the motion RPO play. Kind of mainly reading this flat to the back here. And he's going to give it to me. That's a free. That right there is why 4-3 even, 4-3 over. These RPOs, they just kill formations like this. I think the best RPO here is the bubble from trips or bunch tight end here. Got a little bit more help over there this time. But it's still not going to be able to play that. It's just a free 4 yards. And you see here, especially when I get the ball at a half, I like to kind of go to a more conservative approach. I'm going to put a streak on the field. Nice defense by him. He ended up sending the pressure. I was throwing that streak too as he was sending that heat. Just kind of caught me. Now I'm in a 3rd and 15, unfortunately. So I think right here, honestly, RPO. Why the RPO right here? Couple different reasons. You know what? He's going to man this up. I think I'm going to be able to hit this streak. I'm going to try to hit this streak right up the middle. Very nice throw. Very, very nice. And I'm going to go to trips tight end here. But what I'm going to do is instead of calling the bubble, now we're going to call the verticals play. Ooh, my guy got hossed. Oh, and that right there is where you make the game way too complicated. It's simple. It should be so simple. I thought my guy was going to get on top of that route, on top of that defender, and he just did not. That's so bad to me. That's going to really put me in a position now. All is not lost here. I just need to get a stop. I need that not to happen. I don't know how he is getting wide open. These inside shades are not inside shading. All right, I'm going to do too hard. I'm going to do purple. I don't even know who I'm on. That's the other problem is I can't even see who I switch stick to because of this stupid snow. Love to see it. All right, I'm actually going to engage here. Try to really get in very good. We're out here. We're in play action boot plays every play. Need to run some real formations. See how he doesn't want. I'm really surprised, but the other thing you're hopefully kind of noticing is he's kind of gone away from the streaks. You know, it's really more crossers than streaks, which is really helpful for me. I'm going to try to switch stick to the hook curl. I should be in a pretty good spot here. Running back's going to float to the left side here, so I got to kind of watch the running back. And he's going to throw right into a covered player. That guy's pick artist, and he can't catch the ball. All right, so... All right, boys, in this situation right here, what do you call? I think what we do here... I'm going to send to... That's pretty good, D. I'll take that. All right, so we're getting on to 4th and 16. Right there, just a send to, right? You know, good coverage. Now, in this situation, 4th and 16, I'm going to send 4 and I'm going to contain here. And I'm going to route commit inside. I really got to watch for the crossers. And the game is, see, I knew he was going to try to throw a streak. That's why I put the safeties on there. Able to get off the field, luckily. And now we can make the game very simple on ourselves here. We're going to run this RPO. Make him have to stop it. He did stop at that time, first time, long time. I think I still actually had the guy open, but... Actually got pretty good pressure right there. I think that's because I didn't put the tight end on a vertical route. Let me go general spacing switch here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to untarget this defensive end because I know he's probably blitzing him. And what I want to have happen is I want this tight end to chip the defensive end, which will give me time to throw the running back, the corner route, or the streak. As you see right there. And I just missed the streak. Ugh, the streaks, man. All right, so now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go motion cross post. Situationally here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to block the tight end. And what this should mean is I should be able to full slide left here. And I'm honestly cool with this combo. I'm going to just run this. Looking for the running back mainly. I have the cross. I'm going to try to possession catch that. That was a stupid decision. And I just cannot help myself but make bad play calls and big moments, big decisions of this game. I should be well ahead of this game. And little run. Going to give him a free yardage. Love to see that from the defense. That doubles offset formations, like doubles offset like that. Kind of challenging to play because of what the running back can realistically be on. Trying to think what I want to do here defensively. I still feel like you need to be sending heat. Okay, gun tight slots. He's going to go the run game. Okay. Yeah, formations like this are hard to guard because you have to kind of be over here. Route coming inside. I don't know if I should be pass committing here, but I am. Good defense. Just enough pressure to make a decision. Okay, so here, what I like to do, That's just enough pressure, man. Just enough. Bring him up a 4th and 18. Somehow the defense is playing. It's kind of wild. He's trying to snap the ball also at the speed of light. What I think I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to send 6. And the reason being is just because I don't think that running back can hit me fast enough. I think he's going to block him. So I'm going to actually try to engage my user here over the center and then try to hopefully cover the running back. That's just enough to get the job done. Very good. Just enough to get the job done and force him to get the ball out quickly. Nice throw, Josh Allen. And he's starting to kind of figure out what I'm doing. He's doing it to me. Let's just quick snap spacing switch here. Looking for the running back all the way. Wow, not even able to get the ball out. It's actually crazy that he prevented me from getting the ball out here. All right, one of the best things to do when you're starting to get this kind of pressure like this, run this play mesh and block the running back basically. What you're really looking for are these drags. Got the post. Can I just sneak by him with Malik Neighbors? It's a big hitter, and that's going to probably put us in a good position there. We're up 17 off of that play. Nice little play there. Big hitter. And now we're going to go for 2. So, again, what I like to do to go for 2 here, he might blitz us. What I'm really looking for here is this running back. He is going to blitz us. I'm just going to take that quick flat. I was hoping he wouldn't blitz us because I wanted to show you that return around on the bunch side. But anyway, able to get the job done, man. Able to get the job done. Wasn't pretty at times. The man coverage is going to be a problem because, like I said, you could put inside shade and pick artist across the board with your man coverage defenders and be in a pretty good spot still to be able to have double or nothing for the shed aspect. And then you have a whole pressure aspect off of that as well. So we'll see if we're able to get another stop here. Do something like this. We're really just watching the running back. If he goes right, we go left. That should be a pick. Not able to get it done. And I'm pretty much route committing inside every time. That's good D. Yep. I'm really surprised that he stopped throwing streaks. He was having quite a bit of success with it. Definitely going to need to get your streaks ready, boys. I'll do a little inside quarter and curl flat. Ooh, I was hoping to switch that. Nice throw. Good job using the running back. So another thing, because this guy's a cover linebacker, we can just man him up on the running back, and he'll be fairly okay. At least I think he will. Man him up on the linebacker, have a little middle third here. Almost, that should have been intercepted. He is snapping the ball at the speed of light. All right, man him up on the linebacker, put this guy in yellow. That's decent defense. Yeah, this is going to be, I think this is going to be tough to beat. Because you can man this guy up here. There's a streak. So you see how good the streaks are, though. And that was a route committed inside. A route committed inside streak. Try to just stop the run. Watch for tight end attack. Good defense. I got to think of how we're going to handle those streaks, though. I mean, pressure is one way. What's nice about this defense is when you run just the basic mid blitz, what you can do is you can take this guy, man him up on the running back. Now you have a middle third there because he has to block his running back. And you see there, we're able to double cover his streaks. I like that. So what you want to force him to do is throw the ball on the drags. You want him to throw drags. All right. He's going to lob up a streak. Diggs should be able to take the ball away. He is able to. That is going to seal it, boys. Shout out to the new defense. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to get a full breakdown of that, that's going to be in our school community, school.com/Cody Ballard. $10 to get you access to all of our offensive and defensive ebooks. Link is at the top of the description below.